Hi there everyone, it's Lane from LA Photography, author of the upcoming book Outlander Through the Stones and presenter of the upcoming Outlander Tour in September 2020. As I'm going to be having quite a lot of prints for sale, in this video I wanted to do a quick video on how to be using a level to make sure that you've got your bigger prints nice and straight. I think we can all agree that there's nothing worse than whether or not you've put up the print yourself or if you've gone into another home and you're looking at a really beautiful image but a little bit distracted by the fact that it's somewhat on an angle and it really takes it away from that image. I think most people are actually familiar with the basic mechanisms of how a level actually works, but I remember when I first started using a level I was a little bit uneasy about using one. I kind of understood how they were meant to work, but I just didn't kind of trust in it, you know. And so what I'm actually also going to do is at the end of this video I will actually also include a photo of what you're actually aiming for in this section here of where the bubble should be, so that you know what you're looking for to make sure that that is straight on that particular angle. So basically it's going to be hard for me to show you that from here or up close, because up close will be blurry, but basically you're looking for this bubble to be right in the centre of these two lines. Going to get started now. The print that I'm actually working with is a size BO and I'm using the 3M tabs to put them up. Now the really important thing with the 3M tab is, being that this is quite a large print, I'm actually using quite a few tabs. I've got 3 along the horizontal edge and I've got 1 on the vertical edge. You want the tabs to be taking the weight, not the paint to be taking the weight, because when it comes time to you eventually needing to take that print down, it will result in it more likely having the paint taken away with it. So that's really important to think about. Now the other thing is also, with the instructions, when it comes to using the 3M tab, 3M will generally recommend that you put some weight on the tab for about 15 to 30 seconds. But obviously when you're first starting to put it up, you just want to just lightly press against it, because you don't want to fully commit to it and then just realise that you've done it all completely uneven. So you just want to press it, because they do stick to the walls quite quickly and quite strongly. So make sure that everything on the horizontal and the vertical edges are all straight before you go ahead and you fully decide that it is all fully straight, and then you can start putting some weight on the tab with, I just use the palm of my hand, so that's all I do there. In this instance I do have a little bit of help, being that I'm working along the edge of the walls, but the tabs also get in the way with that, so that's also why I still need the help with the level to make sure that I've got it all looking straight. Especially being a photographer, you want to make sure that you've got your prints looking straight, because otherwise people will expect you to more when you're a photographer. So I have to make sure that they're all correct. The print that I'm actually putting up, this scene is actually taken in Falkirk, and it is a scene of where Jamie's ghost is standing right outside the hotel room. Frank has just walked past Jamie and he goes and tells Claire that he thinks he may have seen a ghost when Claire was brushing her hair, and Jamie's ghost had been looking up at Claire while she was brushing her hair. So that is the location of this print that I'm putting up right now. Now the other really important thing is when you are putting up a print this size, you really want to have a sturdy base that you're standing on. I've borrowed a friend's sort of square ladder instead of just a normal ladder, because it means that it's got far more support for me to be standing on rather than a ladder, and it's just really important for safety. And this print is going to be put down a little bit lower than what I would normally put most prints, because this isn't so much for display as it is to use as background when I'm doing my Outlander vlogs, and then hopefully it'll look like that I'm actually there in the scene. So I'm going to start putting this print up now. So that's really, really important to taking care of those things, and I'm dropping. Make sure that you've got plenty of space around you also, because these things are extremely fiddly, and you really just want to make things as easy for yourself as possible. So like I said, in this case, I'm trying to use as much of a straight line against the wall as possible, but I am tuning a little bit. So, and you will see that being that this is a bigger size print, I've actually got 3 tabs along here. I've got 1 down here, and I've got 3 more along the bottom horizontal edge. And I'm only lightly tapping, because also obviously if you have to keep on taking the tabs off, you're going to be losing that stickiness and that grip of which you need for it to be securely holding the print over however what time frame that you actually want. So now that that's kind of a little bit secure, I'm going to be putting this along here, and according to the level, that is perfectly straight. So I will check both horizontally and also, just to get another confirmation, I'll also be checking vertically. And what you can do is, being that this is quite a big print, it's got quite a big edge that you can actually put the level against, so that the level knows what it's actually measuring. And again, that's telling me that that's also perfectly straight, which is great. So that means I can move my level out the way so I don't trip on it, and I can start securely putting these tabs onto the wall. So even though I was using the wide of the wall to give me some extra straightness to measure it against, I'm still using a level because the tabs do move it a little bit away from the edge of the wall, and that could affect how straight the image actually is when you're putting it up. So you want to spend a little bit of time on it. I'll drop that one, so that's okay, I can get another one. And just make sure that you are, if you weren't aiming to have this print here for quite a long time, I would just be inclined to be putting something like blue tack on. But I don't think, with a print such that's the size of the O, I don't think that blue tack would work to securely keep it on. And I've just found this one, so I can secure that. Now, for local clients who are purchasing prints, I can actually provide the service of displaying your prints in your home for you. We can have a look at things like the decor in your home, and what that will do is we can make sure that we've got the suitable print that's going to match the decor in your home, and we can have a look at the sizing options that are going to be suitable to match in your wall space area. And we can look at, if you're renting, we can look at alternative products that I can also provide for you, so that you can still enjoy these prints if you're not able to actually put up anything permanent in the home that you're living in. So these are all different options that I can help you with in order that you can have beautiful Outlander prints and prints of Scotland in your home to enjoy. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope that gives you some help of how to use a level when putting up larger pictures in your home. Have a great day.